Are you looking to travel to Los Cabos, Mexico? I recently went on a short trip from San Diego, California to Los Cabos, and I will show you what you can expect and one food item you definitely do not want to miss. I promise it's crunchy. One thing right up front that seems confusing to many is that Cabo San Lucas is actually an area that is encompassing two towns, Cabo San Lucas and San Jose del Cabo. In this video, I'll give you an overview of both towns, which will make it easy for you to determine where you want to stay based upon your style of traveling. But before we jump into things, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel in order to receive fresh personal development, travel, and business content. I appreciate you. Liebe Freunde, boys and girls, what's up guys? So, we flew from San Diego, California, and let me correct that. We traveled from San Diego, California, hopped over the border into Tijuana International Airport. So we're here in South San Diego, about to cross into the Tijuana Airport. And one of the cool things is if you didn't already buy your passing ticket online, you buy it at these machines. So we'll see how the crossing goes. It's our first time. Not flying out of Tijuana, but crossing from San Diego into Tijuana. So I'm excited. Stay tuned. Well, that was quite easy, wasn't it?
Super easy.
Let's see where this takes us. So she's keeping us organized, and yeah, there you go. There go the props. Anyway, in order to cross the border from San Diego to Tijuana into the airport, there are a couple of forms that needed to be filled out. And where'd you find them? Like, how did you do the pre-travel prep?
You can either go on cbx.com, do all of that there, purchase a ticket in advance, or we purchase our tickets through Volaris, and they offer adding CBX tickets right with your ticket. So that's what we did.
Super. So here's your bonus tip. If you're booking your ticket through Volaris, book your CBX ticket along with it to make things easy. And then you can cross from San Diego to Tijuana's airport. Yes, we made it through.
Let me check.
We made it into the airport, crossed the bridge, and found this nice little lounge. And for my vegetarian friends, we even have a vegetarian sandwich. Bon appetit. All right, we made it. Let's go! Oh, we got lucky. Lots of leg room. And then flew to Cabo San Lucas. The whole area down here is called Los Cabos, which is comprised of Cabo San Lucas and San Jose del Cabo. Again, we flew into Los Cabos International Airport. This trip was sprung on me as a total surprise. Nonetheless, I was thinking, if I'm traveling here, I may as well document it a little bit to show you maybe some of the highlights of Los Cabos, the area. When we arrived at the airport, we had reserved a rental car with Sixt. And the instructions were, when you get there, stand outside or wait outside at Terminal 1. Your guy will show up with a plaque and your name, and you'll be able to find him. When we got there, crickets. Nobody showed up. We ran around and ultimately bumped into another gentleman, Kite Surfing John. And Kite Surfing John had been out there waiting for Six as well. Long story short, we made a few calls to Six and then eventually the shuttle arrived. Six is a great place to rent a car. It's pretty much you get what you see. There's no upselling you with insurance, so it's a pretty hassle-free process. When we drove from the airport to our hotel, we're staying here at the beautiful JW Marriott. We have a family member who hooked us up with this trip. It was fairly easy to navigate. I think you can either use Google Maps or you can use Waze, which tends to work a little bit better in Mexico. But it was uneventful. It took about 20-30 minutes. It is just a resort, and after dropping off the bags, we said immediately, let's head to town. So after dropping off the bags in the hotel, we were headed to San Jose Del Cabo. We do have a rental car, but we wanted to have a few drinks to celebrate and took an Uber, which was $5. What's great about San Jose Del Cabo is it has a town square which is very European-like. So you can walk their cute little streets with a lot of shops such as clothing stores, boutiques, lots of restaurants, bars. There's even craft brewing now, I believe, to cater a little bit more to the American zeitgeist. But there's also other artisanal places. You see jewelers and people creating things. I think I saw a shop with a tailor. But the reason why I'm telling you all of this is once you get to San Jose del Cabo, there's lots of things you can do on foot. So really when your Uber drops you off or when you find a parking spot, you can walk around and explore the city. By the way, one thing I absolutely love about being down here is everything is so colorful. I've never in a hotel gotten a cup to drink my little espresso that's as colorful as this. Cheers. Since we came in a little bit late, we explored the town by foot maybe 20, 30, 40 minutes, asked a few locals for recommendations. Of course, we also looked at Yelp. We ended up in a place called La Lupita, Tacos y Mezcal. And for those of you who don't know, but Mezcal is tequila's smokier sister. Just adds a little bit more body to the liquor, and it's more smoky, it tastes good. Long story short, we had a fantastic server. Experience was really great, and what I can say is, I love Mexican food to start with, but what we experienced last night was just different and incredible. First of all, I think there were a lot of localized flavors with sauces you could add to the tacos. We ended up ordering tacos. And for those of you who are vegetarian, they had like 4 or 5 different vegetarian options. They had great fish tacos, and then I stayed away from the meat. I mainly eat a plant-based or sometimes pescatarian. But all in all, the tacos were fantastic. What you absolutely have to try is the flight of La Lupita. What it is it's appetizers, right? It's chips, it's tortillas, it's guacamole, and then they made some sort of dip out of seeds, which I've never had before in the US. It was fantastic. Different sauces with spices ranging from mild to fire. The kicker is it comes with
Chapolines.
Now, for those of you who don't know what Chapolines are, they're grasshoppers. Now you're like, brah, insects? Really? Insects? You eating insects? I was like, well, I never tried Chapolines. I've never tried insects per se in my life. But I thought, if I'm down here and my friendly waiter, Marco, recommends I try Chapolines, I will try Chapolines. So we tried the insects. We tried Los Chapolines.
Okay. Este es un sampler de 4 sides: guacamole, chapulines, grasshoppers, pumpkin seeds, and chips. And blue corn tortillas on the side. It's a little hot.
Did I hear you say grasshoppers?
Real grasshoppers. And delicious. It's crunchy.
Very delicious.
Yes. With this sauce on it, it's really, really amazing. Right? So you can make like a taco. Put a little bit of guacamole, grasshoppers, a bit salsa lime. It's so good, right?
So good, thank you. You know, the different sauces, and then you add the Chapolines to it with a squeeze of lime, and there you go. You have a perfect local taco. Anyway, the experience was surreal. It was great. Like, the food was very, very good. Can highly recommend the place. In summary, the food at La Lupita was amazing. The service was great. Marco, thank you so much. Thanks so much to the crew of La Lupita for making this a memorable night. Really enjoyed it. Can highly recommend the food. We weren't quite done with the night yet. We ended up in a place called Agave Handcrafted Kitchen, rooftop bar with live music and excellent drinks. I think my girlfriend ordered the fishbowl drink, which was supposed to last all night, be the drink for people who wanted to represent. I kept it humble with the house margarita, which was fantastic as well. So I'm going to give you a quick insight of the hotel room. I thought it may be nice to see. Great shower, lots of space. Let's take a look in here. You know, it's even got a little Nespresso coffee maker for those of you who enjoy a cup of Joe in the morning. But yeah, the most amazing thing about this room, of course, it's not just my beautiful girlfriend who's relaxing down there, but of course the views. So let's see if we can take a quick look. Who doesn't like waking up to this, right? All right, well, let's see what we have, what Los Cabos has in store for us today. After waking up and poking around a little bit at the hotel, we drove to Cabo San Lucas and found this lovely place to eat a late breakfast. It was called the Tropical Kitchen, and you can find it on Yelp. It had 22 5-star reviews and focused on a plant-based diet. We had these absolutely amazing smoothies and then some other foods with locally sourced vegetables and ingredients. After we fueled up for the day with a delightful breakfast, we decided to walk around in the city of Cabo San Lucas. We had only vaguely formulated plans and researched taking a cruise on the boat to the rock formation, to Lovers Beach and Divorce Beach, as that was one of the highly recommended things people were pointing out. But again, we didn't feel quite comfortable booking something online without checking it out with our own eyes. As you can see, things are going down in Cabo San Lucas. It's very lively, much more so than the laid-back twin sister San Jose Del Cabo. We found this great skipper. Rather than booking something online, we just decided to pay him 20 bucks. His name was Daniel, and we jumped right into things. Daniel was so chill and laid back that even my girlfriend, who had only studied Spanish on Duolingo for a few months, felt comfortable chatting with him and asking questions in Spanish.
All right, guys, we got Daniel, right? Yep. Es tu barco. Sí. Él es de Cabo y Cabo San Lucas. Y vamos a hacer una tour. Vamos a ver el Arco. Sí. The Lions Colony, con the Arrows, Lovers Beach, maybe with snorkeling, I don't know, near the beach. Allá. Perfecto, gracias, Daniel. So we're looking forward to this. He's going to show us a couple of local sites that we'll share with you. And let's enjoy this cruise.
So the first place Daniel was going to take us to was El Arco, the Cabo San Lucas, which translates to the Arch of Cabo San Lucas. It's adjacent to Lovers Beach on the Sea of Cortez side and Divorce Beach on the rougher Pacific side of the ocean.
It's very beautiful for the scuba diver, for this coming for the snorkeling, the swimming from the snorkeling. We're here in the class, vamos a mirar los pescados. We're here in the class, view the beach.
So the boat had a glass bottom and we had a chance to watch all the colorful and beautiful fish through the glass bottom in the ocean, which was super fun. Then we cruised around, saw a few more rock formations, and saw the tourists partying on different boats, really enjoying a day out in the nice weather. It was funny, when we were cruising around on the ocean, we also saw some pretty big birds, which I think were pelicans, but Daniel told us they're called El Pollo Mexicano.
El Pollo Mexicano, no?
Pollo Mexicano, yeah.
El Pollo Mexicano.
So this part here is known as the Arc of Cabo San Lucas, in Spanish, El Arco. You'll find it in a lot of advertisements for the area.
So esta dirección es the Sea de Cortés y eso es el Pacífico.
As we were cruising from the Sea de Cortés to the Pacific Ocean, we were slowly but surely approaching Divorce Beach. Now, the story goes that if you want to lose your lover, you would kindly encourage them to take a swim here.
¿Por qué se llaman la playa de amor y la playa del divorcio, sabes?
El mar del Pacífico es más peligroso para conducir.
Es más peligroso
Para nadar.
Porque
es más grande la ola, las corrientes y todo.
So yeah, this obviously the Pacific is much more treacherous to swim. The Divorce Beach, as this is known, is where you take your lover if you want to get rid of them and let him swim. We won't do that today.
Today?
I guess I got lucky. She didn't make me swim at Divorce Beach.
La Ventana del Pacifico, the window to the Pacific. Wow, that's beautiful.
Our skipper Daniel had best intentions for us. He dropped us off at Lovers Beach, not the flip side. But as you may like to know, Lovers Beach and Divorce Beach actually connect through this passage that you're seeing right here. We had an hour time, and believe it or not, we thought it was maybe too long, but the time just flew by and it was time to say goodbye when Daniel picked us up again, much too soon. On our boat ride back to Cabo San Lucas, we shared the boat with a couple of young influencer ladies. We never found out what they were influencing, but they sure had a lot of positive energy to them, which made us excited to get back to the mainland and see what Cabo had in store for us for the rest of the day. Since everything was relatively busy, packed, and the music was loud, we decided to tone it down a notch, walked through Cabo San Lucas's downtown and marina area. The city was just ramping up to get started for the night, but we wanted to slow down the pace and headed back to San Jose Del Cabo for dinner. We ended up grabbing dinner at Barrio del Tango, where mainly locals were eating, and they had fantastic meat cuts, amazing empanadas, lots of vegetarian options, but make sure to grab a jacket because it gets cold at night and they don't have heaters. After a long fun day of exploring, we were finally ready to unwind for the night, headed over to the beautiful infinity pool of our hotel with ocean views and kick back in the jacuzzi to wind down. Since we didn't have very much time to explore our hotel at all, we wanted to take a moment and really take in the beautiful hotel grounds, soak up some sun, and relax a little before getting ready to head home. So these are some of the last impressions. I mean, as you can see, there are multiple pools with this beautiful Marriott hotel, beautiful greenery, a very open architecture, and it's of course an oceanfront property with miles and miles of turquoise and blue water. As we were walking down the hallways of this beautiful hotel, we were thinking how grateful we were to have Mexico as a neighbor so close to San Diego. We decided to fuel up at one of the hotel restaurants, which was super as well, because this specific restaurant had a full smoothie bar and you could make an a la carte smoothie. After we finished breakfast, we headed down to the ocean for one last time. My girlfriend decided to put together these meditation stones, but as you can see, not all meditative efforts end up in success. One thing you may want to plan on when you're heading back to the airport from San Jose Del Cabo is that you could encounter traffic. But the airport itself is small, so walking through it takes literally no time. As you can see, I even had a moment to shop for awesome headgear, and we jumped into the VIP lounge just one more time before taking off. Flight back to Tijuana's airport is nice and easy. And it's actually interesting to see how vast Tijuana is when you're gliding over it on your way down to the landing path. Once you touch down, you'll take a bus that shuttles you back into the airport. The walkthrough is fairly fast and you're right by the bridge. And if you have global entry, you glide right through it.
Yo, we made it.
Thank you so much for watching today, and if you haven't already done so, smash that like button and subscribe to my channel. Also, leave me a note in the comment section and tell me where in Cabo San Lucas you'll stay, or leave a note of a highlight of your trip to Cabo that other viewers should definitely check out in their future trip. Thank you so much, I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one.